results. So when we get the fans in, the better the advantage you get from them, the passion you get from them, the extra energy you get from them will definitely make a difference. A big blow during the week. So the way they've recovered, the way they've worked, how ready they were for the game, I was very, very pleased with it. Exceptional attitude. Of course, we had some moments where we had to defend, especially second half. We never got, or there were times there that they really pegged us back, but we stuck at it, defended really well. So attitude-wise, recovery, mental recovery, they've done brilliant. The game, of course, happy with a clean sheet, but you in games like this, when you have some margins, you'll score the goal, you'll win. If you have them against you, you lose. So fair result for me. It was a draw.
James Cooper.
Hi, Ollie. You talked about it being an important game, obviously being a Manchester derby, but was that the most un-Manchester derby that you've ever known? I think no goals, 2 bookings. It seemed to lack the intensity I think we all expected ahead of the game.
I think on the pitch, the intensity was there. I don't know the stats. I can't say that. But of course, with the fans and the passion that they give, you know, the atmosphere in the stadium is not there. There were a few tackles, but not as many as you expect. We had a few near moments. They had a few near moments. So all in all, 2 teams that had a lot of respect for each other, I think.
Rob Draper.
Yeah, hi Ollie. I just saw you on television saying that it was your best performance in a derby game since you've been manager. Obviously, as a neutral, we probably preferred the sort of 2-1 win last year at the Etihad, which was perhaps more exciting. But by that, do you mean that you had more control of this game, more possession? It was more of an equal contest. Is that what you were saying?
That's what I'm saying, as in possession on the ball, control. Of course, I think last year at Etihad we could have blown them away from the 10th till the 25th minute. We could have scored 4 goals. It was some unbelievable counter-attacking football. But we had about 30% possession, and second half you were hanging on. You felt there were lesser moments to hang on today and had more of the ball. Maybe that's because they had more respect for us as well. I don't know, but I like to think that we've developed that side of it. And then today we just didn't have enough to get those counter attacks that we had.
Samuel Kirst.
Hi, Ollie. You've said before that the Premier League should bring back the 5 substitutions rule. You only made 1 substitution today, and Pep only made 1 as well. What was the thinking behind that?
Well, I think, you know, the reason behind wanting more substitutes are at times when you can rest players. It's not to change the game too much. Today we felt the need to keep them. I think and I don't think any of them really struggled. I was worried about Luke a little bit because he's been out for a while. But I thought he was excellent and his performance was absolutely top. If that was a 2-0 or a 2-0 win, you'd take him off the last 20 minutes. So, but it needed to keep the shape, because sometimes when you change too many, the tactical, the players are out there. They have a feel for the game. Them little things. So that's why that was the reason.
Laurie Whitmer.
Hi, Ollie. Since the 6-1 against Spurs, the games here have been very tight, not many goals at all. I just wondered, is that a conscious decision from your part to make sure that doesn't happen again, you know, going forwards? Is there a scope for being a bit more adventurous in attack?
Of course, we want to create more chances than we did today. I think if you look at Chelsea, came with a back 5, defended. I think they were happy with the point. I think Arsenal were happy with the point, got lucky with the penalty. And I think Man City had more respect for us than they've had before. And these are good teams that come here and are having a clean sheet, probably. So that is also a reason behind these results. When you play against good teams and there's not a lot in the games, they sometimes get decided by marginal decision or a mistake by someone or a fantastic magic moment by someone. And today, probably the best moment in the game was their counter-attack, because I think their chances were more counter-attacking as well. And they have improved a lot on counter-attacking. And the moment when De Bruyne plays Mahrez through and David makes the save, I think that was probably the best moment they had as well.
Yeah, hello, Ola.
Yeah, hi.
Away from home, you've been smashing in goals for fun, it seems. But at Old Trafford, you struggled a bit by scoring goals, not only against opposition like Man City, but also against the lower teams. Why is that, in your opinion, and how are you planning on changing that?
I can just repeat the answer I just did to the first one. I think the teams have a lot of respect for us with the way they set up the game, and home and away doesn't really matter now. We're going to have to look back at these stats, and they're not going to be a lot of home teams having the better results. So when we get the fans in, the better the advantage you get from them, the passion you get from them, the extra energy you get from them will definitely make a difference.
Rob Harris.
Hi, Ollie, you referenced that passion that you're missing. Do you hope the fans will be back in for Leeds next Sunday? And do you think it's fair when, for instance, London has a high infection rate, you can't get the fans in, especially when it could cost you points?
Well, I think we want the fans in safely and surely, but there must be a way that we can get more and more fans in quickly. I know our club, we have looked at it many times, and we're ready to give a lot more people than the 2,000 or 4,000. So we got a big capacity here, and I don't think it's very many that enjoy football more without fans. So the quicker we get the fans back in, the better the football will be.
Okay, last question for Dan King, and then we'll do a couple of questions for the Mondays.
Hi, Ollie. You talked about small margins. Early in the day, Dean Smith has blown his top again about VAR. How do you feel about it now when games and game-changing moments are being poured over and changed? Would you rather see it just thrown out now?
I think VAR is there to factual decisions, and Marcus today was probably a foot offside, so that was a clear offside position. But when your armpit's offside, or your eyebrow or your nose is offside, I think that ruins. It takes too many goals away from the game. But I don't want to interfere too much in those rules. We just have to make sure we don't lose the human error in football as well. I know players can make mistakes, referees can make mistakes. That's the game we love.